but this is a great episode. So, over the next couple weeks, things are gonna be changing. The pace should pick up after I finish the Audi. It's awesome. Welcome back to another episode of Bro Premiere, guys. It's another episode, but this is a great episode. At least for me. Hope you guys are happy. I'm gonna be very happy. As you can see, got a ton of parts to put into the Audi. Everything I wanted to do last week finally came. Got, I believe, everything that I need. If you weren't here last week, we ended up doing some body repair, some paint work on the interior because it is totally destroyed, the whole interior. But then I had to clean up the whole area for something special. I'm sure all you guys are wondering what that was. It's awesome. I'm probably gonna get into it a little bit later, and it'll probably explain this whole new setup I have over here all of a sudden. For right now, what I would like to do is actually get this Audi back into place, start tearing down and ripping into doing the transmission fluid and the transmission filter and just kind of see how bad and ugly that is. And then probably from there, we might move into the valve cover and the timing chain. See you guys in a bit. It's the next day. I ended up finishing up the transmission fluid. It was a bigger pain than I'm used to. Just became a giant mess. Anyway, transmission fluid is done. It was not that easy of a task. It started driving me a little bit nuts. But what I would like to do today is just start cracking away on the timing belt and the timing chain. First thing I want to do is get this thing to top dead center. There's a little viewport here. Once it's at top dead center, I want to remove all these hoses, all these little clips, to even the variable valve timing solenoid over here. And then I want to remove the high pressure fuel regulator. Once this is out of the way, then I should be able to take off the valve cover, take off the side, and do the timing chain. Once I do the timing chain, then I'll probably move on to the belt, but that's still pretty far away. Anyway, I want to get started. See you guys in a bit. So I got the high pressure fuel pump out, and I think I showed you guys the follower. So the follower basically rides on the camshaft. So right in here, you can actually see the camshaft, and the little follower sits in there and rides against it to create high pressured fuel for the fuel rails. This is the spring that sits behind the follower, and then the follower is completely knocked out. This should be flat, shiny, and smooth. So I got to order a new one of these. Kind of bittersweet, but while I was trying to take off the fuel pump, I realized that all these hoses were just broken. This one was dry rotted, this one was dry rotted, the one down to the engine was dry rotted. They're just literally cracked in half. So I'm imagining I'm saving myself from an evap leak situation in the future. If you can see, all of them kind of have cracks, kind of all over the place on almost every side. Also ended up breaking off this little coolant connector that goes from here over to this pipe. So we're gonna have to order some more parts. I'm a little annoyed, but I'm a little happy that I'm doing this and found all those issues because they're pretty inexpensive. It's gonna save me a lot of headaches in the future trying to figure out where my evap leak is coming from. At least I can order those now, put them in, should fix a lot of things. Anyway, I'm gonna get after trying to take off this end cap. I believe it's a bunch of little T40s just kind of around the whole side. And then hopefully I can take off the valve cover and I can start attempting taking off the timing chain. A lot of little things. I'm gonna get started. It is the next day. Things kind of took a major turn in this video. Sharp left. Things did not go right. Basically, yesterday when I was trying to break free the cam actuator, I stripped the bolt. And turns out I did have the right bit, but it is common for these things to strip out. Apparently, if you're able to get it off, they recommend you always replace the bolt. Basically, from all the heat cycling, it ends up like almost solidifying this bolt into that engine and making it extremely hard to get out and just kind of strips out. So it's pretty common, kind of bummed. So you might be able to see it there. I really can't even tell because of where the camera is. All the edges were completely round out. So the only other trick that I saw, which I was kind of thinking of doing yesterday, is to take off all the mounting for the intake and exhaust cams. So basically this whole piece is one mount to hold the cams in place. I thought it was kind of a crazy idea, but after searching online what to do when that strips out, it was like the first thing everyone recommended was yanking this whole top piece out, take off the chain, the tensioner, and replacing it. I think that's what we're gonna do right now. I also need to start taking off the timing belt anyway. Anyway, I'm gonna get started on this. See you guys in a bit. Okay, things kind of took another turn. It was really hard to get off all the timing accessories and stuff and all the little hoses, and this car has been sitting and was never maintained. So everything was pretty crusty, pretty on there. I wanted to take it apart without breaking everything. But I got down to the timing belt. Right now what I would like to do is I actually do want to remove the timing belt and this timing gear because in here is a camshaft seal. I believe I got it with one of my kits to redo this. So I think I would like to replace it since I'm gonna be in here taking this off anyway. And also this sealant comes all the way out to over here and it kind of is like back behind this protective plate. So I'm not really gonna get a chance to make sure that this actually fits perfect. So I've marked the timing chain, I've marked the timing belt. I want to remove the timing belt right now, then yank off this gear, take off this cover, and then take off this cover and do the timing chain. A lot of little stuff, a lot of intricacies, but hopefully it all goes well. I'm gonna get started. See you guys in a bit. It is the next morning. The car is back together. I don't think I stopped to talk about it, but I ended up doing the timing belt because I needed to do the camshaft seal on the exhaust side. Everything is back in time. I've already checked it, spun it around, timing's good on that side, replaced the timing chain on this side along with the timing tensioner. I think I showed you guys the old tensioner, the amount of grooves that were in there from the old chain. I'm very happy that I replaced it. When I looked at the old chain, it does appear that the old chain was a little bit stretched as well. So overall, I'm very content. I'm very happy that I decided to do this. I did forget to mention why I did this whole area. Officially, as of Monday, I have a wholesaler's license. So over the next couple of weeks, things are going to be changing. The pace should pick up after I finish the Audi. Flips should be coming much faster and going out much faster. Probably start doing a few auction videos along with selling the Kia at auction. That's my goal right now. It's been a while coming. I've been wanting to do it, kind of dabbled in how to go about it, and then finally got it knocked out in a couple of months. Finally got approved. Some of you are probably wondering why I didn't go for a full dealer's license. In California, for a dealer's license, you need a lot. You need to have a separate office. You need to have a sign. Then you have to deal with the public again. And I don't really want to deal with that anymore. It's slow, it takes a long time, and I'd rather have faster turnover and keep momentum than how the Kia and the Hyundai went. Kind of over all that waiting around for the right person. Rather bring it to auction, make a couple grand in a week, than make 3 or 4 grand in a couple of months. So anyway, that's the plan moving forward. I am going on vacation this week, so probably gonna take a break on the Audi for the next week. I'll probably do a cool little montage video for you guys to watch. But until next time, I did put this cool video here. I think you're gonna enjoy, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you then. Later, guys.